Three, two. Hey, what's up, Gron? Bonjour, famille. Bump Jonas here representing for Sprinkle Some Salt, and I'm chilling with
JoJo Ali.
And we about to get down. Sit down at Psych Studios, y'all. Let's get started. So, JoJo Ali, first of all, welcome. Appreciate you joining us, man.
Yes.
I've had the opportunity to, I guess, find your music several years ago. And it's been a hell of a journey, just as corny as it sounds, watching you grow.
That's a compliment.
It's been dope.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
So some of this stuff I may already know because I can be nerdy sometimes, but we're going to find out in the process, the story of JoJo Ali.
Okay.
My first question, and it's the most cliche one I'm going to have for you. Who is JoJo Ali? What do you do? And why do you do it?
All right. JoJo Ali. Let's start with my name. My real name is Jordan. Jorden.
Okay.
Growing up, my nickname was Jorjor. But as you get older, you know what I'm saying, that kind of sounds a little childish. And actually, my friend group actually named me JoJo. Like, it just kind of just came. And Ali is like Muhammad Ali, who's like the greatest. So like JoJo Ali pretty much means like JoJo the greatest. So like whenever you call me that, you're calling me the greatest.
Apparently, I already did it without knowing, so it's here.
It's in the name.
It's happened.
It's in the name.
Most of y'all didn't. Yeah, most of y'all done did it. Most of y'all done did it. So
it's in the name. Yeah.
What do you do, and why are you doing it?
Okay, so growing up, I always wanted to be like the best rapper, but these days I'm an artist. I would identify as an artist.
Okay.
And I rap. No, I can hold a little note, sing a little bit. I produce and make beats. There's a difference between that. There's a big difference. I know how to work FL Studio and make beats, but I also know how to like produce song structure, you know, things like of that nature. I songwrite. I really want to get a lot deeper, a lot more into songwriting, like making like reference tracks, because there's things that I want to do and say, but I don't really want to be the one to perform it, you know? So like,
some of y'all.
Yeah. If you got a voice or something, hit me up. If you rap, don't hit me up. I don't ghostwrite. That's off the table.
Why is that?
We real hip hop over here. That's why. We really hip hop over here. We don't ghostwrite at all.
I fuck with.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on. All right. No, hold on. Let's not go tangent. What's the why?
No, I'm gonna get there.
That was me. I go tangent quick. All
right, so the why is because like I've always had like a rhythm. I've always known and felt that like I was like special when it comes to like just being creative, and it just helps me express myself. I have like two main reasons why I do music. So there's two sides of my music. I have like my hobby music, like the music that I make for fun, more like upbeat. It's more like, you know, high energy, more of a vibe, I guess you could say. But then I also have my other side where it's really where I express myself. So I have like my reflection pieces, where I really become more vulnerable in my music. So I make music to really have fun because it's fun, but then I also make music or just create art in general because I just need to express myself. Some days I can't even make music. I just got to dress really nice to just show who I am.
So you're a walking expression.
Absolutely.
A living expression. Okay.
Absolutely.
Rapper or pop star? Which one are you?
I'm going to say rapper, but I have elements that could possibly make me a pop star, but that ain't really the goal.
This cardigan, this sweater is screaming pop star.
It's screaming
pop star. I don't. To me, it is. I could be wrong.
Y'all like my cardigan, y'all? It's beastie.
So, how did you discover your talents?
This is so embarrassing. What am I embarrassed for? It's character development. We didn't have it all growing up. So I really didn't have video games and like a ton of toys. But we had a Mac computer. That just like sat in our living room, empty living room with nothing else in it. And they had like this Microsoft Word thing on there. I would just write all the time. Like it'll be like raps, but then I would stop rhyming and it would turn into like narratives.
Oh shit.
So I really found out really early that like, yo, I'm really cold at writing.
Okay.
And my godmother, RIP, she used to always just tell me like, you have so much rhythm. And I never really knew what that meant. I
Okay.
would like hear it in the background. It would be like background noise. But as I got older and I started to kind of like naturally fall into what I was doing, making
Mhm.
music and
Mhm.
stuff, I could hear like an echo of her voice, like, you have so much rhythm, rhythm,
Okay.
rhythm, so much rhythm. I'm like, and then my nana, I used to like always like dance. I was like the Michael Jackson kid, you
You
know
was
what
a
I'm saying?
dancer. Okay.
Man, look.
Okay.
And my nana used to always tell me, like, you're so talented and you're handsome. Like, don't face away from us, because I was really shy. I still am
Right.
kind of shy, but like,
Look at the camera.
but like, I would I would turn my back and she was like, you're good at what you do and you're handsome. You need to show the world that, So it was kind of just like it was just meant.
There it
It was
is.
just laid out.
And it sounds like you just kind of been progressing and training for this. So it's I reference anime a lot, and it's like you've had these levels that you've been preparing for to get you to this point.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And bananas
Subconsciously.
and stuff. That's fire. That's fire.
Didn't even realize it. Like,
But one thing I want to ask though, I want to talk about is
hmm
your content. Um,
yeah.
one of the first videos I saw was the Roby video.
Mm.
You talked about the Get There video. There's the old video, and then there's another one that I can't recall the name of it, where you was like sort of like in a high school or a lab. It was like sort of a, and it was like
Oh.
almost kind of horror movie ish kind of. There
Oh.
was there's a video that I can't remember the name of the song, and I apologize. But my question with this is, you've been making videos for a while,
hmm
and you've been working on the content. And the last one you said you shot and did a lot of the stuff yourself. Um, how has your I guess I just talk to us a little bit about the growth in that angle of content, like make these videos. Because
Like
if we look at
video.
Rovi to now, the themes have changed, the
hmm
elements that are involved have changed. It went from simple to layered.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, sprinkle some salt
Hey,
on
come
that.
on now,
Cause
come on
thank you
now.
for acknowledging my artistic growth, because it's always been there, but I've just never showed it. But to your question though, I want to give a shout out to Carlos Chavez. He directed a lot of those earlier
Yep.
videos. That man is a monster in a
Okay.
good way, in a great way. Um, the subject matter, or not really subject matter, but the directing of those videos have changed simply off the strength of that. I'm directing them now.
Mhm.
So it's like two different approaches.
Okay. Okay.
But I'm not gonna lie, Carlos, if you see this, brother, we gotta cook up again.
Uh oh.
But it really just changed because I was able to really like take my time.
Okay.
It would really be one of those things like Carlos would be like, yo, I have a crazy idea. Now he's a person who I don't trust a lot of people artistically. I trust him though.
Right.
So he was like, hey, he'd be like, I have an idea. Da 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 da. Let's do this. Can you meet up around this time? Shoot. I'm like, why
Fuck it.
not? Hey,
Right.
let's go. And we would do that and get it done. But like now these days, it's like I really sit there, make the beats, write the music. I got the video in my head, and
Right.
now it's kind of like it's whenever I want to do it. I set the camera up, set the tripod up, I find the locations, and this is all up to me.
I
You know what I'm
love it.
saying? So it's like it's 100% me, and I think that's why it comes off a lot more like boom,
Yeah.
like comes off a lot more like in your face.
Damn. All right. I ain't got nothing to add to that. Fire ass response. Ooh. Influences when you first started rapping. And what I mean by that is, and I mean no disrespect, but generally when someone starts off being an artist of any genre, there's someone that they emulate.
Mm,
You know what I mean? I dare say copy. I don't think that's a good word. People hate the copy word, but there's someone that you're taking after.
absolutely.
Who would that be for you?
Damn, where do I start? Hey, I just want to start off before I go on this tangent. It is known that all great artists steal. You can look that up. All great artists steal. Hip hop specifically was built off of sampling. So, um, I would probably say The first rappers that I ever say that I can remember that like I liked or looked up to
Okay.
were Jay-Z and Eminem.
Okay.
I'll probably say in between the years of I can't even really give you a time frame, an accurate one. I'm gonna just say people who really inspire my craft are Kendrick Lamar. It's probably a terrible time to say this, but Drake. Drake for sure. Uh and Saba. I don't know if a lot of people know who that
Oh,
is.
Saba is a beast, a different kind of beast.
Saba Pivot. And then just all across the board, bro, Michael Jackson is like my biggest inspiration. And
Okay.
after Michael Jackson is easily Stevie Wonder. I
Oh,
love Stevie Wonder, bro. Like
okay.
Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, I say Kendrick Lamar, Saba, and probably Drake.
That is a wide range, but it makes sense though. It makes a lot
Yeah.
of sense because you got bars, you got artistry, and there's a good layer of like sensitivity, vulnerability there. So, all right, okay, all right.
Yeah. And Prince is an honorary six man. I love Prince.
It's funny you say that
I
because there's
love
a question
Prince.
I ask anytime someone mentions Michael Jackson. I always
Mm-hmm.
gotta ask, Michael Jackson or Prince? Yeah.
It's so crazy because I just was talking about this on my Facebook today. I was just talking about this whole debate. I'm going to sit up here and say I can't pick either one
All right.
because I'm a very fair person and I don't think that is fair because people will say, well, we're gonna give Prince the edge because he's more of a musician. But musician is a very broad term.
Okay.
I think they should really say he's a better instrumentalist.
Because Michael Jackson can get in there and layer and stack and I mean, if he's not a musician, he's a hell of a producer.
Right? But
You
that's a part of musicianship.
okay?
Michael Jackson couldn't, or I'm not gonna say he couldn't, I don't know what this man could or could not do,
Right.
but I've seen videos where he would actually like make the beat with his mouth, like
Right.
and he's like doing like the whole and they just figure out how to sequence what he did. And there's certain times where he's actually saying and they've been able to like EQ and compress his voice into like a synthesizer.
Right. You gonna tell me
That's
this man? If he's not a musician, he's a damn close to an instrument. Something.
he is the instrument, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't really like that. I actually made a post. I was like, why don't we compare Prince to more of like a Freddie Mercury or like a Stevie Wonder? Because
Whoa.
some of that type of because y'all trying to compare the instrumentalist to the entertainer when it's like you got like the Freddie Mercury's of the world who's been playing the pianos, master on there. You know what I'm saying? You got the Stevie Wonders who's like blind and can harmonica, the keys,
The whole nine.
clavinet to be specific. I love when Stevie plays that. But like,
Oh shit.
you know,
Come on, man. Come on.
I think that's a more accurate thing. But they say, well, it's because they were both like, in the 80s, the big I'm like, but it's still not fair to Prince also because it's like Michael Jackson been famous since he was like 10.
Right.
That's not fair, like at all. It's not fair to Prince for that side of it, and it's not fair to Michael.
He said Prince's boots cannot go against Michael's ABC genre catalog. Like we've seen Michael grow up.
Literally,
Yeah.
literally.
Ooh, there's a bad tangent in that. We're gonna leave that one alone. All right. So
Right.
when a rap artist does a cover, we call it a remix, right? But it's a cover, right?
Remix.
Does it hit the same as other genres? Do we judge it the same?
Okay, I'm trying to understand what you mean by
So
that.
like, if a new artist comes out, Little Bobo
Little Bobo.
does a remix or a cover of Lil Wayne's 6 foot 7 foot.
You better kill that.
And that is where I'm going with it, right? Like when we look at other genres and when people do covers, you can get away with being shitty and you get celebrated when you're really good. But I wonder if you get away with that same. Do we have that same value system or a system from the hip hop or rap world?
It all depends on the artist,
Okay.
depends on the song, depends on like what it is. Cause like hip hop plays favorites. Like you can get away. Like you had if you're like a if you're like a Kendrick Lamar,
Okay.
and let's say like he goes crazy over like okay, let's say he doesn't go crazy, which he's gonna go crazy as Kendrick Lamar, but let's say he doesn't go crazy over like historic Dilla beat.
Okay.
They're gonna be like, oh, it's still Dilla and it's still Kendrick. He went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now, if an artist like Polo G was to touch that same beat, they'd be like, boy, what the hell are you doing?
And that's because I'm not even gonna answer. Tell me why. Why is Polo G gonna have more scrutiny than Kendrick?
One, it's the fans.
Okay.
Kendrick has way more diehard fans, I think. I know. Secondly, it's the level of their art. Kendrick, they're measured way different.
So he's proven to have a certain level of artistry versus who'd you mention?
Polo G.
Polo G. But okay.
Polo G hard though. I don't like
I
Polo
would say,
G.
yeah, I'm saying Polo G's got a whole different type of accolades going for him. But I see what you're saying, like his approach to making music doesn't necessarily have the same artistry or creativity, element, vibe, whatever that Kendrick has. So he kind of gets
not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
He's not even okay.
Not at all.
He put the Invisalign in so he could come and tell the truth.
I'm
playing with y'all.
I can't take it out. 22 hours a day.
So, are you a pimp or are you just a smooth operator?
I want to say neither, honestly, because I think a pimp it just has a negative connotation to it, and a smooth operator is just like you just hella sneaky.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, and I don't really no.
Yeah, with neither one of them.
No, neither
I
one.
rebuke those.
Not at all.
So he took option C.
Option C. Option C, short for see my way out of it.
Hey, that's a good segue. All right, so we got TikTok, Spotify, YouTube. There's the recent Congress thing where they everyone's getting paid $1 or a minimum of a penny or something. They've increased the amount.
That was real.
That was real. Big numbers. Damn. My point in bringing that up, though, he said, "Damn, what are your thoughts on streaming? Like, is that a real metric for artists? Is it useful? Does it matter? Or is it the thing? Is it important?" Oh shit!
The artist in me is getting too passionate. He's about to cry, bro. Can I curse?
Nah, let that motherfucker fly.
Streaming fucked music up, bro.
Yo, okay.
Streaming fucked music.
Fucked it up. Okay.
It fucked it up, bro, because it's like, remember who I said? I said I like Drake. I love Drake. He inspired me. Y'all got streaming numbers thinking that the streaming numbers have people thinking that Drake is as big as Michael Jackson. What in the hell? Not to mention, it's like I kind of like streaming only for the consumers though. Okay. I like the fact that y'all get to pay the price for one album and get somebody's whole catalog. I think that's dope. Okay. But as an artist, that shit don't do nothing for us. I'm happy for y'all. I'm happy for me. Shit, I got Apple Music. You know what I'm saying? I'm a consumer too. But like, nah. As far as like numbers and stuff go, it definitely messed up music though, because it's like it messed up music and artists really can't make a living from like selling records. They already got to pay labels and stuff back, So it's like it just got 10 times harder. Back in the day, you were able to sell an album for $9.99, and if you sold like, okay, you can't live off $100, but if you sold 10 albums, that's $100 that that you get. You can get 10 streams on an album, and that's not even 1 cent.
Right.
So it's like,
why?
This is literally just it's for the audience, it's for the fans. So it's like, that's when I come in and say, I'm glad that the fans get all the music for cheap, but fans, y'all gotta show up. Y'all gotta go to the shows.
There it is. Okay.
Y'all gotta buy the merch. If y'all really rock with them that way, because it's like y'all pay y'all pay the price for one album and get access to all your favorite artists and local artists.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope I'm your favorite, even though I'm local. But you know, you get access to everybody's catalog. So it's like the least you can do is buy the ticket,
Right.
buy the merch, show up, support the videos,
Right.
because it's like the artist needs to eat.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the ultimate. That's really where I'm going with this. Is the artist needs to eat, and the streaming. There's no pathway. There's no pathway to currency. It does not
Absolutely
lead you
not.
to currency. All right. I like that, man. You are like you're a very well intentioned and positive energy type of guy.
Thank you.
Is that cultivated? Is it something that you learned along the way, or have you just always been that? Were your parents hippies? Like, I'm just.
All right. Well, brief parental background. Okay, my mom is from Topeka, Kansas.
Okay.
Um,
Shit, we got a Kansas boy now.
not rich or anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But she was really like a kind of hippie-ish.
Okay.
But then my pops is from the 30s,
Oh shit.
Central High School. So like, I don't even know how that even like happened. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I really have like a hippie-ish kind of like side, but then it's also like hood by nature.
Right.
So it's kind of like it's a
A
concoction.
hippie hood nigga.
But it's like, you know, and that sounds freaky, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I would say this has kind of always been who I have been. It's probably some women from my past that might not agree with what you said, but you know, I'm here to say that on here, I'm not no saint, but I just try my best to be the best I can be. My grandmother always told me, my Grammy, RIP, she used to always tell me, just be the best Jordan that you could be. So that's really like what I try to live by. I really just try to just be, not even try to be, I am being who I am, you know? So I guess you can kind of say it's always been who I've been. I was a really misunderstood kid.
Okay.
I grew up like in Swope. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
So it's like I went to the therapy things as a young kid, seen a lot, dealt with a
Yeah.
lot, ADHD, a whole bunch of other things. That, you know, if you looked at me, they're like, okay, watch him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's crazy because like I done grown so much as a person. People don't even like physically recognize me from like my
Because
childhood
nothing you're
sometimes.
describing is a description of the person in front of us right now.
Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. Okay.
That's
Let me
yeah.
ask you this. Speaking this, just you know, as we've gone through all of these things that are going on here in your life and the different things that you're working on, what does success look like for JoJo Ali?
Success. Okay, let me pick my own brain really quickly. I have like sections of what success means to me.
Okay.
Can you say that question one more time?
Absolutely. What does success look like for JoJo Ali?
Success for JoJo Ali. What does it look like? It looks like in one realm, getting up and knowing that my art is being recepted very well by people. That like the emotion that I put into my music, newer music, let me say that, newer music. The emotion I put into it is really being felt and it's really being considered and it's really getting analyzed and they're really taking it in and they're like, yo, this is dope. Like, not because the beat's really nice, not because like, yo, he said this and this bar is crazy, but really because it's like, you know, the words go with the instruments, everything is cohesive. And just as a human being, I just really fuck with what this nigga JoJo talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so much so that they wanna dissect it and discourse it and review it and okay. All right.
yeah, so and that's success to me. So like that's really being like successful. Also, like in another realm, success is obviously, you know, being able to survive off of what I do, you know, because it's like I'm not in it for money, but I'm not just about to live a life with nothing.
Right.
You know, I need it to survive. So to be able to be financially stable off of music, and before anybody ever gets under this video talking crazy to me, I know that music don't pay a lot. If I was really in entertainment for money, I would be an actor off rip easily, but I really love this shit, truly.
But you
Um,
know what? If you love something enough, the passions will bring you profit,
yeah,
one
and
way or the
that's
other.
another reason why I don't really worry about it too often, because it's like, it's gonna come.
Hmm.
Like I can honestly tell y'all, I'm like a rapper, semi melodic artist right now, but when I'm about 30 or 40, okay, I'm probably still be rapping when I'm 30, 40. When I'm about late 40s, 50s, I might start getting into jazz. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm not gonna stop making music. Like nobody's gonna make me stop making music. Don't be surprised when I'm like 50 and I make a Esperanza Spalding sounding jazz album with like some Andre 3K flutes on there or something.
Yo,
Don't
yo.
be surprised. Like rapping is like I can't even say it's a young sport. Shout out Nas. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got people that's really up there doing it. I will never stop making music. Even if you don't hear my voice, I'm gonna be laying down chord progressions. I'm gonna be laying down drums. I'm gonna be writing music. I just know what to do. I just have the ear and I have the talent for it. I will never stop making music.
As his nana said, he's got the rhythm.
I've got the rhythm.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so you talked about your parental upbringing.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be very direct with this one.
Okay.
Is you a Missouri or a Kansas nigga?
Okay. I try to
Or do
step.
you want to pass that question?
No.
Okay.
Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Um, brief another
Okay.
background thing. I've always moved around a lot,
Okay.
so I've had like a semi identity crisis.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
kind of like I was born in Kansas City, Missouri, and I lived most of my early childhood there.
Okay.
I ended up going to school in Kansas, still stayed in Missouri.
Oh shit.
I didn't really settle down in Kansas. I'm over here about to put my mother's business out. Shout out to Sprinkle Some Salt, you know what I'm saying? But we really didn't like settle in until like my sophomore year
Okay.
of high school. Shout
Okay.
out Washington. Waco. I did go to high school in Kansas.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? I went to my freshman year, I went to high school from a funeral home because cause my mom's a mortician.
Okay.
So
Right on. Right on.
I moved around a lot, but I didn't really get settled in Kansas
Right.
in a place like call our own till I was literally like 15,
And at that
16.
point, it's a matter of time before you're like looking at the door, in a sense, right?
Yeah, and I moved even like in Kansas, like even before then, like I moved around a lot. Like I stayed with the auntie, wasn't
Okay.
really my auntie, it was just
Right.
her. My mom was really cool.
Right.
Um
Everybody got that auntie.
my mom's was a caregiver, you know what I'm saying? So I would like kind of stay like with my auntie, but she stayed like on Emmanuel Cleaver
Okay. Okay.
on the city side. Stay with another auntie figure. We really moved around like a lot. And one thing my mama always told me, like, home is where the heart is.
Mm-hmm.
I was born on like 50th and Garfield, but I was
Okay.
so young. But I grew up in 54 12th and Olive. That was like a generational house.
Right.
My great grandmother stayed in that house. My great uncle stayed there. My mother was there. I was there. My little cousin was there. My big brother was also there.
Damn.
It was one of those houses to where it's like, that was the
That's
house.
the big mama's house.
That
That's that.
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like it was that right there.
Okay.
And it's like it's one of those things to where when I met, I actually it's so crazy saying this out loud. I actually got bullied when I first moved to Kansas. I really got bullied because they used to make fun of me. They say, "Oh, where you from?" Because they would never see me
Right.
around. And like, if y'all don't know anything about Wyandotte County, Kansas, it's small.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody there's related. Everybody there knows somebody. And if y'all not related, they still gonna say they're related because they mama know they somebody else mama. It's a whole thing. You know what
Like,
I'm
is
saying?
that deep and connected? Like,
And like I said, like my pops from the city and my mom's from Topeka, so I had no family there. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
So
So
they
it's
was
like
like, nigga, who is you?
and it's like I would tell them like where I'm from, and they were like, "Oh, da 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 da." We could tell you from there, cause nigga, you look broke, and it's crazy,
Uh,
and it's crazy because it's like I was a Metro baby. I used to catch the bus from 55th and Prospect to my grandma Banks's house,
Right.
R.I.P. her. And that's what I was used to. Like a lot of like the people in my neighborhood, like they used to go and get like food from the pantries and stuff together. Like that was a
Okay.
normal thing. But when I moved to Kansas, it wasn't that. It was different.
Oh.
It's still a struggle, but it was a different type of, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It was a whole different thing than what I was used to. But then it's like, I really got in so good with Kansas to where it's like, bruh, I'm like Wyco.
Wouldn't
You know what I'm
I said
saying?
nobody
You
would know
know,
any different.
nobody would know no different. But it's like it's one of those things to where I have a guilty conscience if I really just woke up and said, "Yo, I'm from Wyandotte County, Kansas," and I'm like, man, I would feel uneasy. But then I would still feel uneasy if I said, "Yo, I'm from Kansas City, Missouri." Like I really can't side to either one.
You really are from both sides.
Yeah,
You
I just tell
literally are.
people I'm from Kansas City. Like
Yeah.
that's the only thing I can say.
You
That's the
from
only
Kansas City. Like that's
That's the
real.
only thing I can say, bro. Cause
Okay.
I'll listen. This is how I say it. Kansas City, Missouri is my biological parent.
Okay.
Wyandotte County adopted me,
Mm.
but I still ended up having a bond with my biological parent. But I still don't neglect the fact that this place had took me in. So in my eyes, you can't convince me that they're both not my real parent.
Right.
Because one showed up when the other one couldn't.
Right.
But then the other one is literally my blood and my DNA.
And it's still there for you.
My pops got documents of him throwing parties and stuff on 35th and Wabash. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a part of the history.
So you really in the mix then.
I'm
literally
truly in the mix, bro. And speaking of mix, by the way, and parents, I'm not mixed. I'm fully black. I'm fully black.
So they try to hit you
Cause
with the
I know,
TI
cause they
and
gon'
shit.
man, listen, both of my parents are brown skinned. I understand I may look Caribbean
Look
or
at
I
the
may
hair.
look, you know what I'm
Look
saying?
at the hair.
It locks up on its
Look
own.
at the hair.
This is the
By the
real
way,
like
don't cut your hair. Don't ever cut your hair. I mean, some things happen, you have no choice, but
yeah,
it's a lot from an industry standard, they love hair, bro. Don't cut the hair.
absolutely.
All right, so we got to pay some bills, y'all.
Okay.
So I got some questions that come from our sponsors. I'm gonna set these up for you though.
Uh-oh.
This one comes from Thrax Pastry. Nothing for sale. Just a suggestion of where you could spend some time. This question is called the apology dish. The way this works is, let's say Carlos Chavez. We'll pick on him. Dope ass videographer, director, right?
The GOAT.
Let's say you guys have a bit of a tense argument over a direction on a video. Everything's get all worked out. The right words are said. What's something that he could bring you? A dish. He can make it. He could buy it. Sweet, savory, lunch, breakfast, dinner. Doesn't matter. Treat. Doesn't matter. What's something that they could bring you to let you know, like, oh, you really know me. You got it. Let's go shoot a video.
Secrets. Okay. I'm sorry, the Scorpio in me doesn't want to say it.
Yeah. He was like,
Okay.
secrets being disclosed.
Okay. If he brought some, I'd say if he brought some spicy combination lo mein.
Oh, spicy
Yeah.
lo mein. Okay.
Lo mein.
You know he pump faking y'all, right? You know that, right?
I'm being honest. There's more I could say, but I'm not saying more.
All right, so spicy combination lo mein. All right, I'll fuck with that's a good one. That's a new one. All right, so this question comes from our sponsor, Pigwich, down in the historic heart of the River Market here in KC.
Oh, I've seen that place.
They have off. You need to go by them. So they have off menu specials, weekly, daily, and this question is called the off menu question.
Okay.
So you can go to a place and there's that thing that isn't listed on the menu, but you've heard some people talk about, like, yo, you can go get that over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
How does JoJo Ali ask for an off menu item?
How does JoJo Ali ask for an off menu item? So an item that's not normally on the menu. It's just like a
No, it's not listed. Only a few people know about it.
few people know about it. Damn. Expose me for being awkward. Hold on. And scene. Hello. Do you guys have the blank blank blank? because I heard you guys have the blank, blank, blank. Am I at the wrong spot? You guys don't have it? And hopefully they say like, oh no, we have it. I'm like, okay, cool. I thought y'all knew they had that shit. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I would probably really be like real, like kind of like, do y'all? Cause I don't want to come with like, hey, can I get the, you know what I'm saying? The you dig? And they like, the what?
The fuck?
And I'm like, all right. So that ain't
That's not it.
that ain't go as planned.
Walk away on that.
All
one.
right.
Okay, so we're gonna go in a little chill and then give them some smooth. I like that. A little business casual as you will. Okay.
I would really be nervous though, so it wouldn't even really be an act. I probably would be like, okay, so do y'all have the when I get nervous, I can't speak too high because my voice is gonna crack and it's embarrassing, or I'm gonna stutter really bad.
So we not he's like no quivering, no stuttering. We just go talk low.
Yeah, nah.
Ooh, is rap disrespectful?
Depends on who you like and what you listen to.
Okay,
honestly.
Have you had media training? You're really good at these answers.
No, I haven't had media training. I would like to get into that though. I would like to get into media training. I heard that that's something that like a lot of artists have to go through like once they get signed.
Yeah, most artists that are like officially signed, there is there was back in the day a process. I don't know if they still do that anymore, but usually there's somebody that's going to help you with like how to talk to people, how to answer questions, how to really word things. But you're already ahead of the curve.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Now I'm kind of self-conscious. I wonder if my back is straight enough. And
it's okay. The cardigan makes up for it. Don't worry.
All right, cool. All right.
All right. So if the internet went away, how would you get your music heard?
Damn, you know what's really crazy? If the internet went away and I would actually go out and do this, and I would actually prefer to do this, I would probably just make some of my best music. And it'll probably be even better because I know I don't have this slight little thing in the back of my head saying, impress these people on the internet. Even though I try to shy away from it, it still be there. Right. It still be there. But I would go out to places that make me feel what inspired the song. So like if I made a song that's like real like do 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 like real smooth, I would probably go find a place that looks like my song, that looks like how my song sounds. Right. And I would go there and I would probably ask people like, hey, can you listen to this? Can I even rap it along with you? Or could you rate this? And if I get positive responses back, okay, is the internet gone and I still have my phone? Okay, if the internet's gone, I still have my phone. I would like to take pictures with them and like document what has happened. You know what I'm saying? Like them enjoying the music or me rapping it to them or them like just being engaged. And I would probably just go home and watch those videos and probably have the best sleep ever because I'm like, I feel successful. Right. That's success to me.
That's a callback, y'all.
That's success to me. I really would be like, yo, I already made it. I'll go out somewhere and they'll be like, yo, you're JoJo Ali and you made that one song, I seen yourself before. And I will go home and be like, I'm not gonna lie to you, Drake cannot fuck with me. Like I would really just go home and just be like, I already made it. I don't need $1 million no more. And when I walk outside, people know who I am. Like I'm good.
Good.
I'm great.
You that's such a so on one hand, people will be like, oh, he wants fame over the money. But at the same time, it's really, in some ways, it's more of a simplistic angle. It's just like, it's not, oh, you know me, but you appreciate what I'm doing.
You love, yeah, y'all appreciate my art. And the thing is, it's like, okay, first of all, the music I make would not really be perceived as KC sound. So it's like, to notice me off of what you've heard from me, that means one, it's stuck with you.
Okay.
And two, you're good at putting, you know what I'm saying, the music, the name, the face, you know who I am. And you also mess with what I did enough to confront me and just give me my props. Because in KC, people will know who you are and walk smooth past your ass and be like, oh, I think that's such and such. She da-da-da-da. Or not, he da-da-da. Oh, yeah.
And then they leave it at that.
Leave it at that. So if somebody really comes to you, this is the city of Jeffers, though. So I ain't gonna lie.
Ooh.
But usually if somebody come up to you and they really show you some love, it's probably genuine. I always assume it's genuine.
Until they say, let's work. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking
Hey,
about.
no. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's some of the scariest stuff to go through because somebody will come on to you like, bro, your music changed my life. Da 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 da. I've been watching you since da 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 da. You've been so cool. This, and that. I remember when you said da da da. It was so. You like, damn, like they really fucking with me. Yeah, bro. So I got this song I need you on, and I'm just like, and then you feel guilty if you say no. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn.
There's no, you can't win.
Can't win. But I want to shout out my city again because this is the city of hustlers for real. Because, bro, that take a lot of work to do that to somebody. To come out and do that, that means that they want that, they need that, they trying to get it.
They figured it out.
They figured it out. Man, bro, some of y'all just need to go be what's a good job for people who do things like that? Maybe someone who salesman. Y'all have a really, really bright sales career.
He said, sell some insurance.
Sell some insurance. Oof.
All right, this is what I said. This is what I call the chicken or the egg question. What comes first, the beat or the lyrics? And it may be the melody for you since you are a producer, beat maker.
It all depends on how I feel, honestly. So I'm gonna use "Get There" for an example.
Okay.
If y'all haven't heard "Get There," JoJo Wally "Get There" official music video. It's on all streaming. Go check that out. But "Get There," I actually I made the melody first, and then I put the drums on there. When y'all listen to the song, that snare, I actually made that with a clap, a snap, 2 different type of rim shots, and I forgot what it was, but it took me 5 instruments to make that one.
Yeah. You on some fucking RZA shit with that one.
Hey, shout out Wu-Tang. But I formulated the basic layout of the beat and I put it on loop and I just wrote to it. That's why the song starts with a verse and the hook's at the very end.
Got you. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it really just depends. Like with that song, I will say like the dun dun dun. That really inspired me because I'm really influenced by feelings of nostalgia.
Okay.
They say don't do this, but the past really inspires me. Like I can hear certain chord progressions and it just reminds me of my childhood. I hear like certain like drums and it kind of just like
takes you back.
It takes me back to like how my heart was beating back then.
Oh shit.
So it's like, it's really like and I'm a dreamer, bro. I love to dream. That's probably my biggest addiction is I love to fantasize.
Like daydreaming or
I love night dreaming, daydreaming. I live in a fantasy right now. Like I'm not gonna lie, when I walk out this like area right now, I hope that the sky is like a purple with like a little bit of stars in there. I want to see like butterflies that are about this big that are like glowing like blue colors. And I want to see like apple trees and like a garden.
Did he take mushrooms?
I've never done that before. I've never done. I have one of my close artist friends. You know what I'm saying? My boy, he told me I should do that because it enhances the making of music.
Well, I can say the descriptive nature of the way you're using words it already describes a trip. So I was just like, oh, this guy's done mushrooms, but no, he's not. Okay.
I might be Kanye West off shrooms, y'all.
Smokes really good bud. No.
Artistically Kanye West, not anything crazy.
See, now Kanye's upset by that. You cannot artistic.
Never mind. Dang it, Kanye, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let me just be quiet.
Coming back. Worst job versus your dream job.
My worst job. My worst job versus my dream job. I have to really think about jobs.
That's a problem itself. So I'm sorry.
Okay, my worst job it was torture. Um, Waking up very early to get up and go to school for an education that I know I would not be prolonging after that 4 years of high school, but I needed it to graduate just in case I actually wanted a job in the real world.
Right.
That was very stressful. My mom can vouch for this. I skipped school a lot. Kids, if you're still in high school and you see this, bro, don't skip school. Um, I skipped school a lot. I barely went to class because I would rather write stuff and work on making beats that were all hella shitty, by the way. But that was probably the worst job ever because it's like, I'm getting up every day, 7 something in the morning. They in there musty as hell fighting hella early. And I just did not want to be there, but I'm my mama's youngest child and the only one that's graduated from high school.
Oh shit! Hey
So
man,
like
kudos to you for accomplishing that, man. That's a major thing.
I had a job to do. I appreciate that.
He
I
said,
I really had a job to do. Like, nah. But my dream job, this might shock y'all, but it's making music. Nah. But my dream job really is just being a full-time artist and being able to just feed my family and, just create my dream world that I dream of
with the
every
purple
day.
skies and the
Purple
orange
skies.
and apple trees, an apple orange tree with
Apple.
okay, okay. We're coming up on the end here, man. It's been a hell of a conversation. I appreciate you so
Absolutely.
much. It's almost a fanboy moment for me. A little bit of transparency. When I first got on the social media, there were 2 artists that I discovered. White Coat Droop and JoJo Ali.
Shout out White Coat
Those
Drew.
are the 2 artists that I first discovered. I was like, oh shit, KC has got some shit. So this is a fanboy moment for me to be able to sit down and interview the guy that put the video Rovi out, which is a super
Damn.
crazy song to me.
Thank you. I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Let me ask you about recording. What kind of snack foods are allowed when you're recording? Are snack foods allowed?
Okay. Kind of a fat ass. I eat a lot. So I don't eat when I record.
Okay.
The only thing I will do is maybe drink water, especially like these days. I used to. All right, let me be real with y'all. There was a time period that I made some music that y'all will probably never. I might send it to you, but I will never put this out. I used to be one of them people. We used to roll up. We would smoke. We would have Monacos. We would get. I had a dash pass, so we was getting DoorDash.
Damn.
We getting Go Chicken Go, McDonald's, you name it, chicken, salads. Okay, I was getting salads, chicken, salads, all that stuff, crashing it. But like now these days, especially with Invisalign in, I have to have these in for 22 hours a day.
Damn.
I don't eat at all, and
yogurt.
I get so I get so fully immersed in my work that I don't even want to eat because I know as soon as I eat, it's gonna slow me down.
Right, you done.
I'm absolutely done for.
Okay.
But afterwards, that chilling in the studio, smoke with the boys and stuff, and them eats be so top tier.
That's
but
the smack. That's the smack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got a priority and a process to it.
Got to.
So we gotta get a JoJo Ali like behind the scenes making a song or something, making a beat kind of content. We gotta get that. I just feel like that's something we ain't seen and we need to see that, man.
Oh no, for sure, definitely. I would definitely let that happen. I actually need that to happen because a lot of people would be like, you just like, it's like a voila magic moment.
It's what it is.
And it's like, bro, I be cooking up, bro.
But like it's like you pop up and then you disappear. And then you pop up and we over here like, Shane, come back, don't go. Like the fuck.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Rob Couch, that's my boy, man. He told me, don't ever go on a hiatus like that ever again. So Robert Couch, Sprinkle Some Salt podcast. No more hiatuses.
Don't you ever leave us like that.
No more hiatuses. I'm so sorry. I'm so
What the fuck was
sorry.
No, I'm playing. But not for real. What was motherfuckers doing all this time? No. All right, so this is the last question. One of the last questions. I always say that, and then I come up with some more. But
I got
this
time.
is an important question. Super serious.
Okay.
Greatest video game of all time.
Greatest video game of all time. I'm never good at answering questions with one answer. So I'm gonna go by a system.
Okay. Okay.
On the PS2,
Ooh, going old school.
because that's what I was used to. The PS2, I would say any SmackDown versus Raw game. I was a wrestling fanatic. Any Tekken game.
Oh.
Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. And I would probably also have to go with Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
I've been waiting on GTA.
Yeah.
I've been waiting on GTA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun fact though, y'all, I haven't owned a game system since the 8th grade. I haven't had a game system in about 10 years.
Decade with no game system.
Yeah,
I think you just I don't think you ever qualified as a gamer anyway though.
no, I wish I used to try to so bad. I had an Xbox 360. Sorry, my fault.
No, I'm playing. I'm an Xbox guy. I'm talking shit for all UPS motherfuckers. No,
I'm weak. I'm weak.
All right, man. Look, I got to get us up out of here. I've had a hell of a time with this conversation. I've fanboy out, but I gotta ask: is there any last words that you want? Any message that you want to send out to the people before we get up out of here?
Man, I get to preach a little bit. Love yourself. And with that comes, that's the umbrella. But under love yourself is eat right. Be cautious of what y'all put inside of y'all bodies. I try my best. I don't eat pork, but I try to slow down on beef. But if you do eat things of that nature, get it local. Supporting your locals isn't just for music. Support your local markets. If you in KC, go to the River Market. Christina's Produce, Global Produce to be specific. Do something that keeps you energized. Find a hobby. A lot of y'all, I ain't gonna say y'all, I'm gonna include me. We in this together. A lot of us aren't really happy because of one, the things that we put into our bodies, but then also because we just don't have anything to look forward to every day. I understand like people wake up like they hate their jobs, but it's like, that's why you need a hobby. Like get into something that you actually like. A lot of y'all are super lame and y'all try to use y'all kids as an excuse for why y'all don't do things. But it's like when you really have kids, I don't have any kids by the way, but when you really have kids, that should be the reason why you try harder for your dreams because you have to inspire somebody now. You have to be an example. So that also just really goes back into love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Eat sea moss. Sea moss is an energizer. Y'all can go to Harvest Moon Botanica. Mama T, she makes all of it. It's all in house. It's local. You know what I'm saying? It's on Truce. It's right next to Fanny's. Yeah.
Ooh, and you have time if you're going to Fanny's anyway. So
yeah, if you're gonna big your back up, at least take care of yourself next door. Like but really just care for yourself because you can't. Y'all already know if you don't care for yourself, you can't care for anybody else. And get onto y'all spiritual path. It don't matter if you're religious or if you're just spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever you can do to get on a path to make sure you're living your best divine life, do that. Live for something. It's like live with a purpose. Don't just be alive. We are all here to do something. Like I'm an artist, and I kind of don't like when certain people look at people like me or either other local artists or bigger artists, and they're like, y'all got all this talent, y'all got this, y'all got that. We're just playing our role in society. Dude, you could be like a broker or with real estate or something. I might be an artist, but I need a house.
Mm.
We all have a role to play in society. So it's like, just figure out what that is. If y'all want some cheat codes, before y'all shame me, I do believe in God, but I believe in, numbers
Okay.
and to a certain extent. Figure out your life path. That really might throw you on the right path to do some things. Really just be in tune with yourself. Whatever it takes, doesn't matter what it is, be in tune with self, you know? And that's something I've been trying to show with my music. Get There is literally a conversation talking to y'all, but also really talking to my younger self.
Mm-hmm.
That reflection, like dig in deep, you know? Those wounds that you have, you know what I'm saying? Like really come to face with those. I have a friend right now, she's been feeling like she doesn't really deserve anything good, and she doesn't feel worthy of anything at all. And I told her, like, it's not that. She even went as far as to say that, like, she kind of hates herself. I'm like, you don't hate yourself. It's just that you're facing something that you can't escape.
Mm-hmm.
In order to grow, you have to go through this, and there's no running away from it, and you're being exposed, and you just don't know how to deal with it. And that's fine, because we all got to go through it if we want to grow. It's a lot. I'm gonna cut off that segment. But another thing I do gotta say, I just want to shout out. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle Some Salt podcast, first podcast I've been on. If y'all see this and don't hit me up for a podcast, y'all crazy. But this is the genesis. This where it started. I want to give a shout out to a lot of my peers. I want to shout out to Amira Wayne. I bumped into her when I was on my way in here. Titties and Tequila. Y'all need to pop out to that and show some love. Absolutely. And shout out to her for being a great, what I don't want to say showman, because she's not a man.
Right. Show person.
Show person. Phenomenal performer. Shouts out to her. Shouts out to my boy XVX Paris. You know what I'm saying? Always doing his thing. Hiatus is just like me. He's a Scorpionus, you know what I'm saying?
Bring your ass back.
Hey, shout out my boy Kai Colors. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I
Color
cook.
Man.
Color man. So I done cooked up some beats with bro. My boy doing his thing, going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to a lot of all the KC artists that's really going crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Ray, he just got out. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I don't know bro personally, but you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's all love. We all doing this thing together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
good to have him.
Hey, and any KC artists, you know what I'm saying? Just keep doing your thing. You know what? Since I'm here right now and I got the platform to do it, I'ma say it. Y'all need to step y'all creative game up.
Ooh.
Step y'all game up. KC rap is not bad. It is very great. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right hand to God. It's not the bias of me being from here. We have some of the best artists. KC, we got the most swag. There's no other place that got swag like KC. We just not that creative as a unit. And to the people that y'all have around y'all, so everybody who talking about, I'm the manager or I'm the scout, y'all not doing y'all job. Push them artistically, bro. Push them artistically. Tell them get better at their hooks. Tell them to actually put some bars in their verses. That's what we need. People be good rappers and good swag, make a good song to get on. Sleazy can't put all y'all on. He not finna sign all y'all. Challenge yourself and actually grow. And if you're not willing to do that, you don't really want to do this, so don't. Stop.
And with that, y'all,
Sprinkle some salt on that.
I ain't got nothing to say. I'm not adding nothing to it. I'm gonna let that roll. As I like to say, love yourself like you try to love the world. Do something to earn your place in the world this week. Just be a dope motherfucker, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Peace.